slowly falling to the music and the atmosphere. Now and then I feel lights fading softly all over me, and I remember last year when I was alone in my bed with all these thoughts in my head and living silently inside. It's so late in the night, my mind is drifting away. Then I dream about times I wish for a new, happier day. If a hand could reach out right now and save my life somehow, I'll face the sun again as soon as this dreary night ends.
One, two, three. Don't wanna go down like this. My head's in a place that I don't miss. So ugly, so grumpy. Sleeping in the meantime, just stay comfy. Once everything's said and done, I know I'll be okay, I will overcome. I'm hoping, I'm coping, I'm here. I remember last year
I was alone in my bed, unhappy thoughts in my head, and living silently inside. Just keeping on to myself, wished I could be somewhere else, back when I could only hide.
It's so late in the night, my mind is drifting away.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. We are live. Yay! I gotta get the claps in. That's what I gotta do. Alright, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I don't have my glasses on. That's weird, right? It's weird for me, I'm not gonna lie. But we are live with some more shiny hunting. Hopefully, possibly, maybe get the yellow kid tonight. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Alright, so what we're going to do, though, we are going to continue to push through and see if we can get this thing. I really want to catch this thing and get this shiny before I move on to anything else. So we're just going to keep pushing along. I know that y'all are probably like, oh my god, can you just change something else? At this point in time, I'm not. Until I am sick and tired of being sick and tired, I probably will continue to hunt this Regiela key, until, the end of time. Eh. But tonight could be the night. We could get this shiny. But you know what? Every night could be the shiny. Every night could be the night. And, that's what we're hoping on. One of these nights is going to be the night that we get the shiny and we say, oh my gosh, we caught the Regiela key. And that's the big thing. It's not seeing the Regiela key, it's catching the Regiela key. I don't want to make a dumb mistake and accidentally run or accidentally knock it out, because Pokemon that I have in is level 100, which I think any move that it has can knock it out. So it's like I gotta be careful, because if I knock it out, that means I have to go another 1 in 4,096 chance of getting it, and that's just not gonna happen. No, we do not want that to happen at all. So we're gonna work through. We're gonna see what could possibly happen with this Regiela key tonight. I'm hoping and praying that we see those white, beautiful rings that I've been waiting on for a long time. I don't know exactly how long it's been. I know that I started doing these in like April, I think. Started doing these in April. I know there was a month off that I wasn't able to do anything. So April, June. No, I had to start this in March. When did I catch? Yeah, it's March. Started this in March. So March, April, and June, which June is almost over now. Um, so a little while, just a little while. Um, about 3 months, or about 2 months, almost 3 months. So we're just gonna keep pushing through though, because I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. There's a Morgram in chat. Let's go, Morgram. Let's get it. So I'm gonna try to catch that. Pokey catch. I'm gonna catch another premier ball. That'd be awesome to have. But today, another good day. You know, had workouts this morning, and feel like it was a pretty decent day. We just got a lot of green players that either haven't played since middle school and they're you know juniors and seniors, so it's like crap. They missed a couple of years, and then we also got some players that just are injured. We're trying to get them healthy, and then you got some players that you can try as hard as you want to. They just are who they are, and it's tough to say that one because you wanna try to pull the best out of every single person that you have on your team, but sometimes you know which ones are not gonna progress. And I'm not saying like you know they're not going to get somewhat better because some might at least be able to know how to know the place. But and Morgan escaped. I'm wonderful. But it's just the idea of you know they're out there because they want to be, which is good, which is great. Um, you know, the issue lies in that if they want to actually play, and I'm like, well, you're gonna have to progress a lot more than you have. Like, I can't put you out on the field unless you know what to do. If you don't know what to do, then you're gonna cause more problems than benefit. So, and it's one of those things you gotta continue to push them, continue to encourage them to make sure that they're learning the plays, learning what to do, whenever they're in. Um, but it just, I feel like I have strained myself this week a little bit more than I have, in a long time, because I feel like some of the players are going to be fine. You know, they have the ability. We just got to get them the knowledge. If they can get the knowledge and they have the ability, then they're going to be fine. The ones that don't have the ability, that are getting the knowledge, they can still help us. But we just got to make sure that they get the knowledge. And the knowledge is key to helping benefit these young men and women, because there are some um, young ladies that play football. Not on our team. I kind of wish we did break the stereotype that women can't play football, but we have some that want to play, but I don't know if their parents will allow them to. But enough about that. Um, but you know, we just have to continue to encourage these young men, and because the one great thing that we do is we send film to each position. Usually does their own film and sends notes and things like that. And I definitely um, in, I enjoy doing film, going through and kind of watching film and figuring out what went wrong on plays and things like that. And you know, watching through the position that I coach, which is the corners, it's like there are small intricacies to the corner technique and the corner position that have to be done correctly, or the whole play is a bust for us. So it's all about making sure that we're following the correct pass, making sure that we're doing the right techniques, things like that, just to make sure that we are being successful. And it's a some of the players that I have are going to take a lot more coaching than some of the other ones. And I don't mind that. I don't mind being a coach of a player whisperer, as they called, um, and trying to get these kids to realize they have to do more. They have to put more time and put more effort in, because it comes down to um, them being able to do it. I can only do so much. It's kind of like that's one thing I love about coaching. It's just like teaching. It is just like teaching. It's about what time are you willing to put in to make the players better, but are the players willing to make themselves better? Are they going to take the time to do it? It's just the same in the classroom. There are some kids that are very gifted with math and can do it really easily. It's those ones that want to get better and are pushing themselves to be better. They're doing everything they can to be better that make my job worthwhile. The same thing with coaching. You know, I can give some knowledge to a player that knows what to do, but it's not. Does it actually go anywhere? Are they going to actually coach somebody else up that might be getting it wrong? Who knows? But it's up to them to realize that's how they're going to get better, is being able to help someone else getting into the same position that they are. Um, and it's a great idea, great instance in my life where I'm just kind of like, let's see if these players are going to do what it takes to be great. I'm not saying be perfect, because there's nobody that's perfect. I'm not perfect. Well, we're not gonna get into the religious thing. I'm not perfect. I'm not asking anybody else to be perfect, but I am asking everybody else to, or I am gonna ask those players to, give me their best. Don't just go through the motions, because when you go through the motions, you do the same thing in the game, and that's how you make mistakes in the game. And don't get me wrong, people are gonna make mistakes. People make mistakes all the time, and that's one of those things that you have to be willing to make mistakes and correct those mistakes. If you're not willing to make mistakes, then you're never going to take that risk. You're never going to take a risk at all, because there's so many more chances to be wrong than to be right, and that's a that's something I'm going to have to tell them tomorrow. But it's the fact that you're going to put in that effort to, make a mistake, but then correct the mistake that you made. It if you're willing to do that, then I can help you. But if you're not willing to, number one, give 100%, and then number two, be willing to make a mistake, it's going to be hard to coach you or to teach you anything. So that's going to be something that I bring up tomorrow in film time. Because there are some kids that don't want to make a mistake, and they end up screwing everything up because they're not willing to make a mistake, or they don't want to go in because they're not willing to make a mistake. I would rather you be willing to make a mistake and get it wrong and then correct it than just continue to do the same thing over and over again as well. And that's another thing. There's so many players that you tell them one thing and then they go back out there and they do the same exact thing, and I'm like, I don't know if they understood exactly what I was saying. So I have to. Excuse me. So I have to basically put myself in their position, show them what I want, show them how it can get screwed up, and how they can correct the mistake. Um, because that's another thing. It's like what is the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Like that's what I tell my kids all the time. I'm like, okay, so you see what happened. You let like the techniques that we talk about. We talk about being able to protect the outside. So we want you to cut off the outside. We don't want anybody going outside of you. And a guy gets outside of you and they throw it over the top and he scores a touchdown. Okay, so we see what happened in that instance. Now, what should we not let happen? I shouldn't let him outside of me. Okay, then don't let him outside of you. Protect the outside. Next play, do the same exact thing. Okay, what happened? He got outside of me. Why did he get outside of you? I don't know. I think I didn't step. Okay, so now we see what our mistake might have been. So now let's step and see if we can step in front of him to keep him from going outside. If he tries to keep him outside, force him out of bounds. It's fine. Go back in. Do the same thing. I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna say this one more time. What happened? He got outside of me. Okay. What did you not do? Well, I don't think it was my step this time. Okay, fine. If it wasn't your step, what was it? What do you think happened? Okay. I didn't put my hands on. Okay, so with your step and with your hands, you have to continue to move and try to fight against him so that he doesn't get outside of you. If he gets outside, that's fine. Force him to the sideline. And it's one of those constant cycles that kind of keeps happening over and over and over again. And it's one of those things I'm not one to yell at practice or anything like that. Like I will and I mean like yell in a negative way. Like I'm going to encourage the kids and all that stuff, and I'm like, and I'm like, at some point it's like, what is going through your mind? Like I do get frustrated when I have to say the same thing over and over again. Even on film, like when I have to say the same thing over and over again, it's like it's annoying because it's like, okay, I'm typing the same thing over and over again. Why am I typing the same thing over and over again? Have they not gotten it yet? Well, they haven't. So I just have to keep reminding them. And it's one of those things I tell them all the time. Like, there's going to be sometimes I'm not even going to write anything. Look at yourself, or look at the player that's in. Did they do it correctly? Yeah, because they have all the plays and everything up in their header, so they can see what the play's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be played, and all that stuff. So it's like, you know what it's supposed to be. Did they do it right? If they didn't do it right, what did they do wrong? And I think that's something I'm going to talk about in film tomorrow, just to, just to talk to the players about, how to watch film. Like, because some of them just watch film just to see themselves, which is not a bad thing, because you want to see what you done wrong. But that's where we're making it about us and not about getting better, because we can learn from somebody else's mistakes, which is a great thing. Like to be able to learn from somebody else's mistakes so I don't make the same mistake is a great way to learn, and a great habit to get into, so that you don't get yourself into a hole. Because now, I see what he did wrong. Now let's see if I can not make that mistake and get further along than he did. And that's the, I think I sound smart, but I might not. And it's just one of those things that I'm going to I'm going to try to push myself, and I'm hoping that I'm pushing other people into that same direction to not only uh, critique yourself, but critique others, um, and not necessarily critique, but look at what others are doing and see, how they are actually responding to specific things, or how they're doing with specific techniques and things like that. Because if they're doing it right, that might be somebody that you want to talk to. Like, be like, oh, well, how did you do this right? Let me know what did you do to get this right? Because I just keep screwing up. There's stuff that I'm not good at, and I want to make sure that I get good at it. Combi in chat. Ladies and gentlemen, Combi in chat. Shoot. Sorry. So, but that's kind of where I'm at with football workouts, which, again, I have a blast. I love being out there. I love being able to interact with players. It'd be awesome if we could have everybody there at one time. But, we have a lot of kids that go to camps, go on vacation, things like that. It's just kind of like, I hate it because, I want them all to be there, because that's how a team is truly built. It's camaraderie. It's, you know, being able to um, being able to practice together. Starting now, and it makes a big difference down the line throughout the season. But honestly, some players don't see it that way, and it makes it difficult because there are some players that are just me players. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that players shouldn't go to camps and things like that, but it's like that's all that they're doing over the summer, and it's like, so then August 1 rolls around and they're like, I don't know anything that we're doing. It's just like, so have you watched any film? Have you talk to any of your coaches about, what you're going to be doing? Have you looked at any of the play cards that we sent you? Like, are you doing those things? Which Combi did not get caught. Are you doing those things? Like, as a coach, I can give you the tools, but it's what you do with them that actually matters. So, I don't know. Again, I feel like I sound smart, but I'm probably just talking out of my ear hole. I was going to say something else, but I had to change it. So, but yeah. So, it is what it is. It's one of those things. I'm not gonna stress over it. It's the summer. This is a good time for a lot of players that are not that good to at least learn what's going on and have a slower pace at it, because it gives them a lot more time. And then when August 1 rolls around, or August 2 in this case, we'll see, because I we'll see kind of how it all shakes out in August, because then we'll start our actual full practices, and we'll be able to truly evaluate everybody and put them kind of where they need to be, some position wise, and
See you later.
okay,
Bye.
bye. Put them position wise, and also depth wise. That's when it's really gauged. But it comes down to the effort that you're putting in. If you're putting in maximum effort, then there's a possibility that you could be one of the ones that is on the field a lot of the times. If you're only giving half effort, then that's where you're probably going to be. You're going to be, halfway between, the beginning and the end. You probably won't get in as much. Like, And that's what the players don't. Some of the players don't understand. They think that just because they're out there, that they're going to uh, always be a starter, and that's not how it works. It's the effort that you put in. You could come out here in um, in August and be an outstanding effort player and be able to play a lot more than somebody who's been here all summer that's given half effort. Like, just because you've been here doesn't mean that that's all you have to do. You have to be doing everything to your ability to actually better yourself and better the team. That's what it comes down to. We don't want a me player, we want a we player. We want somebody who's going to think about the team before themselves. And that's a hard concept for a teenager. Honestly, it's they because they're worried about bettering themselves when they should be worrying about bettering the entire team. Like, I want to better the person that's across from me too. I don't want to give them breaks. Why am I going to give them a break? They need to be working as hard as I am. Like, that's that's why football is such an amazing sport, because when you get out in the real world and you're actually having to work in these teams, and you are competing for promotions and things like that. Yeah, you are trying to win a promotion, but you're also hopefully trying to better somebody else that is on your team, showing them how things are supposed to be done so that they could possibly better themselves as well. And that's the one thing that's another thing that surprises me, because you know as a coach, I'm gonna notice that. I'm gonna notice somebody else coaching somebody else up, and I'm gonna be like, I appreciate you showing this person what to do. Like, but they don't see it. The kids don't see it that way. They say, well, if I'm doing it right, they're gonna notice me anyway. And that's the thing. On my notes, I do. There's sometimes where I'll say, oh, this is the perfect way of how we're supposed to do this, or you did this. You did this exactly like we coached you to do. But I don't do that all the time, because I know that there are players and there are people that need positive reinforcement. They need to know that they're doing things right, which is fine. But I also want to see if you're doing it right. Showing, I want to see you showing somebody else how to do it right, because that's gonna make me feel a lot better in the end than just you doing it right. Because now, if you're showing somebody else how to do it right, then that means, okay, now if something were to happen, like you would get an injury, then I know somebody else is actually able to step into your role because they learned it from you. So they should understand how it's supposed to be. Like, I don't know. I just, it's a, it's a walking like tornado in my brain right now. Walking tornado. I guess tornadoes technically do walk because they are connected to the ground. But anyway, um, but like it's just there's just so many things, and I've been talking, and like I feel like I've been talking for like 4 hours, and it's only been 30 minutes. Not even 30 minutes. But but that's the thoughts that are inside my brain, and kind of the ideas that I have going on, because you know I got into I got into teaching to coach, and that sounds weird. I got into teaching to coach. I love teaching. I love teaching. I adore teaching. But and I know I make an impact as a teacher. I know people say I I used to say all the time, I don't make an impact as a teacher. I just do my job the way that's supposed to be done, which is not a lie. It's not true. I just know that I don't feel like I always make the impact that I want to make. I want the reason why I got into teaching teaching itself was to coach. I got into coaching because I know that I can make a true impact on a young child's life, to get them to realize that even after football, there's still something. Um, there's something for your life, no matter what it is. Um, because I didn't go to school. I could have gone to school to play football, but I didn't because I knew that wasn't my calling. That wasn't what I needed to go do. So I did. I went to. Um, I I could have went and played at A&T. I could have went and played at Winston State, but I decided what's going on. Cole, how are you doing, sir? How's everything going? Are you having a good day? I feel like I've talked. I feel like I've talked for an hour, but I've only talked for 30 minutes. Um, did you go to the gym today? Just got out of the gym. Just knew what I was about to ask. Oh, feeling yoked. That's what I'm talking about, dude. So pumped. So pumped. Literally pumped. Um, so that's awesome, man. Glad you're feeling good. What'd you work on today? Or did you kind of do a little bit of everything? Today was upper body. Let's go. So bench prep, my biceps right now equal it. Oh, nice. What's going on, Mo? I hope you are doing well. I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you are having a wonderful day. I am relaxed. I am basically chilling out, seeing if we can get another 200 encounters for this Reggie Eliki. Seeing if we can get this thing tonight. I don't know if it's going to. All right, mate. Been chilling. That's good. Good. Good to hear you. Like, dude, I got. Right now, I have to relax. If I don't relax now, I'm going to be drained tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of the week for us because we only go Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for workouts. So 3 days a week, which isn't terrible. It's actually a lot better than it was. So I need to stream later tonight because I've been lacking. Lacking or slacking? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Come on. What's going on, RJ? You guys just popping in all at the same time. I love it. But but yeah, dude, hell man, you got look, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. If you're gonna stream, I'll be there. You know I will. As long as it's not too late. I've actually been. Don't laugh at me. I've been getting old. I've been going to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock Eastern time. It's like I've been so tired that I've just had to go to bed. Old, you say? Yes. Oh, RJ, you just woke up. Just woke up. 9:30, not bad, dude. 9:30 is bad. Like normally I didn't go to bed till like 12:30, 1 o'clock. Now I'm going to bed 9:30, 10. I've got a decent amount of new mons on PCG. Nice. Yeah, I've done pretty good. I'm gonna continue to. Um, well, I do wake up. Well, technically, I wake up late. Uh, I don't wake up late. I have to get up at like 5:45, 6 o'clock to get the workouts. Now, Friday morning. Well, no, Friday morning. So, and as I've said, and I'll go ahead and say this again. So I'm streaming basically the rest of this week. So I streamed Monday, Tuesday. I'm streaming today. I'm going to stream tomorrow night. But I will be gone the weekend. So I might be back Sunday to stream, but I don't know. But I know I will not be streaming Friday night or Saturday night because we're going up to Boone. So yeah, I'm excited because we're going up to Boone, but it's just it's gotta figure out exactly what's going on. We're going to. My wife is having a church reunion up there with some of her friends, so it's kind of like, okay, I don't know what they have planned. I never truly asked, but we'll see, kind of what they have going on. So, yeah. Even though I'm so close. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. But I'm sorry, and I just went like squirrel on that. I have some new mines too. I think I'm almost at 25% for my Pokédex, which is pretty cool. Like, hey, Magnemite in chat. Anybody want a Magnemite? Magnemite. Gotta check and see. Check. I have caught a Magnemite, so I'm not gonna worry about it. This could be the shiny though. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I actually need to check anyway. Did it go? Okay. I know. Okay, whatever. Pokey catch. You talked me into it. Oh no. Pokey catch. Free. There we go. We purchased some. My Pearl game will be shipped out on the 29th. Let's go. And I did not catch it. You did, Pelmap, though. Nice. RJ, because I was looking at that, I was like, oh, shoot, that is... So, you got a Japanese Pearl game, which is actually pretty sweet. I actually am pretty cool about that. I blame Pelmap stole all the luck. He did. He does that. He's good at it. Yeah, you could do that. So I think they changed the PCG. You can favorite, and then you can click on. There's a like swords beside of the Pokemon that you click on, and you can put them in your party. That's pretty cool. Oh, that one has Dragon Breath. Does this one have Dragon Breath? No. That one's not as good, but it has better moves. Neither one of them are really that good. I'm gonna trade it and see what happens. Trade. I got a lantern. That's decent. That stinks. Cost me under $30. That's actually not bad at all. A Pearl game that costs under 35 or under 30. That's pretty good. Yeah, my friend just got Sea of Thieves and it has been heavily updated recently, so maybe we stream that tonight. That would be good. That'd be real good. Okay. E-speak. Okay. Regardless, I just wanted to stop in and leave the stream on because I'm getting ready to go out for dinner for my mom's birthday. Nice. So I shall hit the lurk. Thank you, sir. we will be here. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for coming and stopping in. I'm going to go ahead and shout this wonderful guy out because he does a lot for me. And I definitely appreciate, as he said, he is the GOAT. So definitely go and give him a follow. He does some great content. He is a variety streamer. Does a lot. Does Pokemon. He does Rocket League. Uh, he does Valorant, and a whole lot of other different things. So definitely go check him out. Oh, yep. So, but anyway, I was on a. I'm not gonna say a rant. I wasn't on a rant necessarily, but that didn't go. I'm not gonna rant. Wasn't necessarily on a rant, but I did say a lot about coaching and things like that. And this, I love coaching. It's just getting the players to realize their potential. Some of them, and the issue is some of them think that they're hot stuff anyway, and they're not really that good because they haven't worked. Some are. Some are not that good, but that's because they lack confidence. And a lot of them, if they would just build that confidence, they would actually be a lot better than they are. Like, they would actually see that, oh, I can do this. Oh, I have the ability to do this. But, talking to some of these kids, I'm like, why don't you have the confidence? What happened that gave you this sense of dread when it comes to doing something and being successful at it? Like, and it's just they've had coaches that told them that they're not good and all this other stuff. I'm like, number one, you're not going to hear me say that. Now, you might hear me say that you're not giving me your full effort because I can see that you're not giving me your full effort. I'll never say that you're not going to be good enough because anybody can be good at anything. It's just how much they're willing to put into it. Are you willing to put in everything to get better at this craft? Are you willing to drop something else to get better at this? Like, it's up to you, but you have to be willing to do that. Like, I can't do it for you. I can't just put you in the game and give you all of the knowledge that I have and say, oh yeah, you're going to do great. No, I can't do that because it comes down to, are you going to better yourself? And as I said earlier, we send kids film, we put notes on the film, but it's not always just about the notes that I put on the film. It's about the other things that you see. Oh, he might have taken a wrong step out of his stance. He might not have gotten his hands on the receiver like he should have. Like, you being able to find those small things and be able to change that in your game, change that while you're on the field, makes it a lot better for yourself. And that's something I had said this earlier. I said I need to take that back to practice tomorrow and say that to the kids, and I probably will, because I think they need to hear that. They need to hear that they have the potential, but they have to put the work in. It's kind of like coaching. There are certain techniques that I have to practice to make sure that the kids understand what the technique is that they're supposed to be using. Because if I don't know what the techniques are, if I don't find drills that help them to understand the techniques, then what's the point in actually trying to show them, because they're not going to understand. They have to have repetition at doing that specific skill, or they have to have repetition at calling things, understanding what things are, because some rules that we have might for some kids might be a little bit advanced, because they don't truly understand why we're calling what we're calling, or what's the reason that we're doing it this way, instead of doing it this way. And if you can't explain why you're doing it the way that you are, then it does make a big difference. Okay, it does make a big difference. And I think that's something that I we also need to bring up in our meeting tomorrow, because that's the joy in it for me. I'm like, if I can get the kids to understand this, it's gonna make things so much easier and so much better. Because we have, 2x2 and 3x3, we might call something different than what the kids might hear. They might hear trips, they might hear double doubles, stuff like that. So it's like, you know, simplifying it for them and kind of giving them the understanding of what it is and why it um, is going to benefit not only us, because it's going to be a lot less stress on us, but it's also going to benefit them in the end, because now they're going to say, oh, well, that's the reason why we do it that way. So I got to make sure that I'm following that same process while I'm going through this. So, yeah, it's a CF in my brain right now, because there's so many things, and I'm gonna forget something. I need to write all this stuff down. I need to write it down. But as I said before, I do enjoy coaching. I enjoy being able to um, talk to the players, and kind of see where their minds are, so that if they are having issues, I'm able to help. I'm able to be a part of their life to help them. So pretty cool. And I've talked for almost 50 minutes, and have not shut up. So sorry about that. Does anybody else have anything to talk about? Sweet. Nobody. So, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I am like super excited for this upcoming season. Now that it's technically back to normal, say normal. We have a normal season like we've had, where we're able to do a lot more with the kids, and I'm pretty excited for our team camp that's going to be going on, because I love team camp, because talk about camaraderie, like being together for 2.5 days and getting a lot of work in, even with us coaches, like it's a big deal. Sleeping Steelix, what is that? That thing is just too freaking cute. I love it. How are you doing, Steelix? I hope that you're doing well. I am okay, even though I'm still looking for this shiny Regiela key. I'm doing okay. I think I've lost all my brain cells though. You can thank my artist. Well, I'm thanking you because it's yours. even though your artist is the one that created it. Still cute. It's just too freaking cute. But you're doing all right. Seeing you got your shiny Ghastly. Congratulations. GG's. Speaking of which, I now have an artist command in my chat. Do you really? Is that not you? Was I seeing things? I think I was seeing things. Hold on for a second. Is it seeing things? That was not you. That was Gentleman Hunter that you replied to. That's my bad. That's my bad. You replied to. My bad. Now, and I can say this: you did get your Metapod though. That's what I saw. So that's my bad. Illumise in the chat. Illumise. I've caught one. I'm not gonna try to catch it. I am not one for an Illumise. I don't know why. I'm just not a fan of Illumise. It was such BS. I literally just got told good luck by Sab, and I looked back at my screen and it was a carrot. That's pretty cool though. I wish that would happen with this thing. Like somebody wish me luck so I can just catch the shiny. Be nice. But that's pretty awesome though. Like that's luck at its finest, man. Luck at its finest. Did you actually call it carrot though? Because that would be pretty funny. Hey, Steelix, she caught the. Let me say GG's. I'm now gonna go for Big DB. Big DB. Delibird? What? DB. Butterfree. Nice. I was gonna evolve the Metapod, so it's a Butterfree. So you didn't call it carrot. BJ. Dude, I don't know. I actually have never seen that meme. Now I'm gonna have to go find it. Hold on. I don't remember. Try it and see. I don't remember if I cut it off or not. Okay. I guess I cut it back on. Couldn't remember if I did or not. That's funny. That is hilarious. Okay, that now it makes more sense. It makes more sense now. Big DB. Oh my gosh. Sometimes you wonder about people. You're like, really? That's what you think? That came out around the beginning. Ah, that makes sense then. Everybody was using Pokemon Go and had no idea who the Pokemon were. That's funny. Oh my gosh. That is one thing. Like you look at some of these Pokemon, and you might be able to see for some of them like why they named them the way that they did. But it's like why is like Beedrill is really easy. Why did they call Beedrill what they did? Because he's a bee. It looks like he has a drill on his tail. Like even though it's a stinger. Uh, Kanto Tour came. I completed the Kanto Dex Pogo. Nice, nice. That is awesome, Pog. Oh, keep doing that. Pog. Yes, I have not. I still have not. Like Kanto Tour, I looked. I did some of it, but I did not complete the Dex at all. I should have. I had the opportunity to, but I did not. I only needed Mime and Kanga. Well, I can't say that I only needed those. I need a lot more. Actually, I need to look and see. I haven't played Pogo in I don't know how long. So I guess I need to start playing it more. I'm only at level 36. So I gotta get better. Now I'm working on Johto. There you go. Get those Jotonian Pokemon. Jotonian? Yes, Jotonian. I guess it's just Johto Pokemon. I'm almost done. I only need like Corsola and Heracross. Okay. And he was working real hard, man. That's awesome. Getting it down. Oh, yeah, and Raikou. That's the other thing. I only have like I don't have most of the legendaries. Like I can do raids, but I don't live. Number one, I don't live near a lot of raid spots. Um, I would have to, and which it's not a bad thing. I would have to walk into town or whatever, and actually go and go into town and actually go to the raid spots. I could ask people if they're doing raids, but I don't want to have to do that. I don't want people to be like, well, it's fine. I'm not. And I get invited to some raids, but I don't really have that much time to do it. I could make time to do it, like at least an hour, 2 hours, out and doing raids and things. But at some point, I'm like, is it truly that worth it? Could possibly be. It could definitely be worth it to at least get to level 40. Um, but how long is that going to take? I don't know. The things that I'm doing to get there, you can tell that it's not really that much. So I do have to look um, and see what all I would need to do because my XP to get to level 30. Am I level 36? I gotta look. I think I might be level 36, not level 35. I think I might be level 36. By my side, what if I'm going behind? got too much going on. Too much going on. Let's go. I am level 35, so have a long ways to go. But it is one of those things. I just got to get better. If I want to continue to do Pokemon Pogo content, it'd be good to do. Because I have it to where I can actually do Pogo on screen as well. I guess that's something I need to work on as well. I do like the way that it fades in now instead of whenever I don't want to battle a Pokemon, how it fades in is pretty cool. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are an hour in to our wonderful stream. We're probably going to go for a good 2.5 hours to try to get to our 200 encounters like we normally get to. I've been doing a little bit more talking than normal, but you know how it goes. I still have to work on multitasking, actually being able to play and do everything else at the same time. If I was doing resets, I could probably do that, but I'm not doing resets. I am not a reset person. I'm just not. Everybody asks, why don't you do resets? I'm like, because I don't want to. I can do it the way that I want to do it. And you know what? If you don't like it, you can get over it. But anyway, I would just rather not. I would get, I get tired of seeing Regieleki Key. I get tired of doing the dots, but I would rather do that to where I can, at least do something a little bit different. I can go around a different way or whatever. But if I were to do resets, I would be seeing the same screens over and over and over and over and over again. I can mess up and it's different now. It's great. But if I were to do resets, it never changes. So that's why I like doing the dots. It's different. Ooh, deerling. I think I have one, but we'll catch it anyway. But I will say that we are going to continue with this Regieleki. Where are we? Oh, 37.75 right now. So I did catch that. I haven't caught that. And then again, some people also well, do you not have your music on whenever you're playing, or your game music on? No, I don't need my game music. I'm watching the TV so I can see if they're shining. But I like hearing the shines. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's what you want to do. You can do that. But then also some people say, I don't know why you have a shiny up there, because you got to be able to see the shine on the other Pokemon. Why don't you just, put a non-shiny up there? I'm like, because I like showing off my shinies. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. I like my shinies, so I'm going to show them off so you can see. Oh, you got a shiny Scorch, and it has Flame Body, which is actually very beneficial. So when I actually start number one chucking balls at it. If it attacks me with a physical move, then it can be burned. Well, that knocks down its physical attack, and now I'm sitting and it's lowering his health, so then I can start chucking whatever ball I want to at it. First thing I'm going to do is try quick ball. I have to try quick ball, right? Because it's a quick mon, so try quick ball. First round. Let's go. Let's get it. Um, but and I said it's a fast mon. It's the fastest Pokemon um, in the Pokemon generation so far. The fastest. Sorry, I was fighting Cliff so I can prep for Giovanni and Shadow Ho-Ho. Ooh, let's go. Hey, do your thing, Steelix. That's awesome. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got to build them in chat. I just realized my timer stopped again. I gotta figure out what's going on with this thing. Because it should not be stopping. Should not be stopping. Cookie catch. Alright, now catching in that Ultra Ball. You better go ahead. I ain't got none of them. And I ain't buying them either. Even though I got money. I don't spend all my money. I like to have a little bit to, savor for a little bit. Nice. I don't even know how much I got. Cookie money. I think I got about that same amount. Yeah, right around the same amount. Hey, man. See, now my luck is like it normally was. Nice job on catching the Beldum. I'm hoping that it has some great stats. Uh, um, but I'm having the same luck I had before. But like normally, I would be catching anything, which is what's happening now. But like the past week, I was like catching everything. I'm like, what is going on with this? Like, why am I catching all this stuff? And now I'm back to normal, I guess. It's a little sad. I like being able to catch everything. Well, if catch rates are the same as in game, you aren't going to catch it with a regular ball. You probably right, actually. True that. Beldum has some stupid catch rates. Like, why? Like, and Beldum isn't Beldum's line pseudo. Can't remember off the top of my head. So it's like, I guess it's supposed to have high catch rates, but holy crap, like its catch rates are like legendaries. Like, it's nuts. Yes, I am in your Discord. I am in your Discord. We is connected. Beldum has the same catch rate as most legends. See, that's what I'm like. That's ridiculous, man. It's a Beldum. It is a like it is technically a baby mine. It's technically a baby mine, and it has the same catch rates as legendaries. Like, what type of sense does that make? But I'm saying that as a person that knows that Beldum is a pretty legit mon, especially once it evolves. Do you see my announcement today? Let me check. Don't know if I did. Hold on. Yeah, I did. Excuse me. I saw that you did announce something. I don't remember exactly what it was. Oh, no, I didn't. Did not see it. I thought I'd seen it, but I guess I didn't. Good news. Let's go. Possible 12-hour stream. Let's get it. Big stream. Dude, that's awesome. Long streams are the best. I think the longest I've streamed is like 5 hours. So one of these days I am going to just take a day and just stream. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna stream the whole day. I might, stream for a couple hours, take a break, come back, stream for another couple hours, take a break. Because one thing about me, I don't like eating on stream, and I have to have sustenance because my body will hate me if I don't. So I have to I can't just leave the stream running and go eat and then come back because that's not how it works. I shouldn't do that. So that's why I have to take breaks. Like I could possibly do like a 4 hour stream, take a break, and then do another 4 hour stream, take a break, and then do another 4 hour stream, take a break. But I can't. I do not want people to see me eat. I hate people see me eat. Like it's weird, and it's not. It's one of those things. Like if I'm eating at a cafeteria or something, that's fine. But whenever I'm on stream, like it's just me streaming. I don't want people to be seeing me eat while I'm streaming. Like it's all about me streaming. I don't know. So you go ahead and do your thing with your big stream. You got that. Do you know what you might do during that time? Or is it going to be a surprise? Just turn off your camera and keep talking to chat. That's what I do. Well, I could do that, but I like having my camera on because that's one thing. Like people need to see my facial reactions. That's the whole thing about the face cam. I'm like I gotta have it on because I want people to see my reactions. But then I also don't want them to see me eating. But I guess they could hear the reaction to my voice too as well. So it's just one of those things. I either have to get over that or, I have to make a choice of what I'm going to do. And, I guess that is a minor thing in a slew of more, important things, I guess. So we'll see. We'll just have to see. I'm going to be safari hunting the whole time. Let's go. Whew. That is the one thing. Like, number one, I don't have a DS or anything to play any other games. Actually, I do have a DS. I have black. I don't remember which one I got. I have black too. But I don't have a way to connect it, and I don't want to just use a camera to show it. So I gotta either figure out a rigged way of getting a DS capture device, but also it's a regular DS, so it's not a terrible thing. But I also need I need to get a 3DS or a 2DS so I can play the other Pokemon games. I need to be able to play Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. I need to be able to play, Oraz. I need to be able to play those games, but I can't. Not right now. Number one, I don't have any money to be buying all these things. And number two, I don't know if people are gonna scam me because I've looked for 3DS capture devices. And they have certain things that you could possibly use. But I look at it and I'm like, is that really going to work though? Like, is that going to do what I need it to? And it might come down to me seeing if I can find specific pieces for it. So I think that's something I'll have to look into as I continue my streaming journey, because I think that would be another cool piece to actually do double hunts on as well. Um, but I'm probably gonna have to play through it again because I don't know if if the game on there, the game that's in there is corrupt or anything. Because I haven't played in I don't know how long on there. And I know I don't have the Shining Charm. I know I don't have all the mons. So I know, but there's also I can't play any I can't play through the internet on that DS anymore because it's been closed out because it's such an old DS. So it's like so many things. It's ridiculous. So it's like if I'm gonna trade with anybody, I'm gonna end up having to trade with myself. So I gotta get a second DS. I gotta get another game card, which means I have to get white. I'm just like, there's just too much stuff. Because you can't get all the mons on the game on the one game without trading. So, but yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at this point in time. And I'm going to continue to um, see how far I can go without spending money. Unless I have to. Like with the new computer, it was a have to. If I was gonna continue streaming, I had to get a new computer. Why? Because my laptop decided it didn't want to do streams anymore. Like, if I wanted to continue streaming, I had to get something else. This computer is just amazing too. By the way, guys, I love this thing. It runs so well. I do have to get some more RAM. It only has 8 gigs of RAM, and I was looking. I could get 16 more to 8 gig RAM chips for like $80, which is not terrible. And I think they're the same exact ones as what I got, so it's pretty cool. And I have slots for them, so it's like, oh, so I could actually add 16 gigs to it, and that would be, you know, 24 gigs. What a mercy. It's bad. So I had 24 gigs of RAM, which would be pretty good. So you say you don't want to point a camera at your DS, but that's what I do. I know that's what you do. That's just something I don't want to do. I want to be able to stream it like it's actually part of everything. I don't want to, because that would be another camera that I'd have to get to have to point at it. I could use my phone, but then if I'm doing Pokemon Go stuff, I wouldn't be able to do it. And like, I want to be able to do all of it all together. Like, do my Pokemon Go, do all of it, because if I can get that set up, that would be pretty cool. Camera quality is good enough that it looks good, and I know that it does look good, and it actually looks really awesome, and I like it. But that's just not for me. Not that it's bad or anything like that. It's just something that I don't want to do it that way. I want to actually have the capture card to be able to play the stuff. That's basically it. It's nothing against anybody else. Nothing, not saying that it's not good, but that's just what I don't want to do is that, and I want to be able to use a true capture device to actually put it on screen, which I am still looking for. I think I might try something. I have something that could possibly work, but we'll see. Sorry, I wasn't saying stuff. I was eating some turkey. Dude, you're good. Oh, go eat. It's perfectly fine. I'm not saying you have to stay here. If you want to go eat, go eat. But I do appreciate you being here. Appreciate you. Appreciate the words that you are saying. And anyway, even if you don't say anything, I'm still gonna be talking. That's what I do. I just talk. So it's all good. I can't help but not to talk. It's weird when I'm not talking, because there's silence unless I'm listening to music, and then there's still silence because all I'm hearing is the music. The music is supposed to be the background noise, even though there's some great songs on here. Someday will be the last day. Anyway, so it's okay. If you're not talking, that's fine. I will be talking. And there is a Bolton in chat, and I know I don't have one of these, so I'm going to see if I can catch it. And I can't type. Pokey catch. Hey, hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Good, sir. That was good. Oh, that was good. I love that water. These bottles are pretty awesome, actually. It's a water bottle that has a juice capsule in it, so it actually squirts out juice with my water, and I can kind of say how much actually goes in. So it's the perfect amount for me, to where it's not just water that I taste. Which some people like the taste of water, which I don't mind it, but it's one of those things. If I can have something like, and this is what they call a fit sip, so it has electrolytes and stuff in it for different things. So it's actually pretty awesome. But I do appreciate the hydrate. I actually haven't drank any in a while. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I might need to do that. And I also need to, before you do it, because I know you were thinking about it, let me work on my posture too. Will I go 3 for 3? Wow. GG's. I still have caught nothing. It's gonna be one of those days. You know what though? That's cool. I guess I just need to step my game up, get some different Pokeballs, I guess. Pokeballs just are not working today. Pokeballs are just not working. Well, shoot, I can't even say that. I threw a Premier Ball and it still didn't work. What? Pokebag doesn't work. Did they change it? Hold on. Let me check this. Pokebag displays the inventory. Think I might have to. Let me send a message to Jonas to see. Unless, let me check here. PCG. Streamers only. Hold on. Let me support. Let's see if they answer. So it should be working because they haven't sent out anything that says it's changed. Um, so I'm gonna wait for a reply back because that's the only thing I can do because it should be working. Um, the Pokebag command should be working because they never changed it, and never sent anything to us saying that it was changed. But because it's still on my layout and everything. So yeah, that's weird. I don't know how else we would you would bring it up. I know that if you are you watching on like on your computer on Twitch, or are you watching on your mobile device? Okay. I hope it's not my chat that is not working. Better be everybody else's. I'm gonna be mad. Well, I'm gonna be more sad than mad. I ain't gonna lie. So I can't even remember what I was talking about. Cannot remember. Oh, but I like to talk. Right, that's funny. Um, I do, I do like to talk. I guess that's another reason why I went into teaching because now all the kids get to hear me talk. I'm just gonna be talking. I just talk, 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 talk. And by the way, we are at 3,800 encounters for Regieleki. By the way, we will try our best to get to 3,900 tonight, or get the shiny, one of the two. Hopefully, it will be the latter, because the shiny would be a great help to me. But now we're going for 3806 right here. Let's go. Let's eat it. 3806, and still no shine. So we'll just continue the train on down the tracks. No stopping until we get to either 3,900 or the shiny. So hopefully, again, the shiny will make its appearance today, and we will catch it. And hopefully, if it shows soon enough, I will just finish out the game. I think that sounds like a great idea, right? We'll finish out the game, and I can throw a party, yay! Because I caught it. I'm going to try something at tomorrow's stream. I'm gonna try to get it ready tonight. Um, but we're gonna see if it works. I'm hoping that it does. I hope it works like I want it to. I know sometimes things can not work like they're supposed to. So we'll see. I think the way that it's set up is by key commands. So we'll just have to see. I think I'm gonna have to cut the other ones off first, because I have to cut the other ones off first, because some of them are similar that I want to use, so I can cut the ones off that I want to use, and go from there. think I have the idea down now that I want to do a Carnivine on Pokemon Go, and it is not shiny, so I don't want it. I really do hope it's not mine. Hopefully it's just that it's out. So everything else is working except for that. And also, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, what I have also started is, the end of the month's almost here, and we are 4 follows away, 4 follows away from hitting our 100 mark, which is awesome, and I'm excited. So, and I've also said, if we can get it, so it's 7 days. If I can get get to 100 followers in the time that we have left, I will do a longer stream. And honestly, that could be next week. But we got 7 days, so that is next Wednesday. By next Wednesday, we need to be able to get 4 followers. And if we can do that, then I will do a longer stream. So I will do the 12-hour stream if we can get to 100 followers. So keep that in mind. I think that I know that somebody that has Twitch, and I know somebody that has Twitch and would not mind following. So if we can get that 100, I will set it up and get it all ready. Now the only issue is it might be a Regieleki stream, which I guess wouldn't be an issue, but hopefully we'll get it before then. But I'll even create a graphic or whatever for it, just so I can advertise for a 12-hour stream on this day, multiple games played, and all that fun stuff. But that's only if we can get those 4 follows. We gotta get 4 follows. And I know you guys can do it. I know you can. Y'all know a whole lot of people. I do too, but I just don't want to pull them in here. hang on in chat. For some reason, this is not refreshed. There we go. Look at that Finion. Ain't you just cute? Special cookie catch. Maybe, just maybe, I might be able to catch this freaking thing now. Unless he shows back up, and then I'm probably screwed. He just sat on my leg. That's all it was. He sat on my leg. We'll see what it actually is once this thing hits 1330. Well. Hey, we caught the Finian. Thank goodness. I actually caught something. Lord have mercy. Whew, that makes me feel a little better. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. My luck is turning around, ladies and gentlemen. It's turning around. Oh, not that. Definitely not that. Neurate. Neurate. What was that message? Supposed to help coach USA Select. Nice. Gianna Devada. Do you know who she is? Alright, so we are. We're just kind of waiting. I was hoping that Steelix would come back and tell me if it worked in somebody else's stream, but he ain't came back yet, so we're just kind of sitting and waiting. So, anyway. So, but yeah, tomorrow is the last day of workouts for the week. So, good thing is I don't necessarily have to send film until Sunday. So, I'll probably wait, because we're going up to Boone Friday. We're gonna be there Saturday. Probably be there Sunday morning and probably leave after that. So we'll just go from there. But guys, listen to this song. It's an amazing song. song just, it gets me in my feels every single time. I love this song. Like, it's, you know, the idea of transformation into something that, you know, you never thought that you could turn into. Like, something amazing, something great. It's awesome. Now, don't get me wrong. The rest of the songs are really good too. But like that one, I don't know. That one just hits me hard whenever I'm listening to it. Guess because of, the person I am today. I possibly, I wouldn't be the person I am today without some hardships and things that I've gone through. So it is one of those things. It does make me tear up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me tear up a little bit, but it's all good. It's all good. But yeah. So tomorrow's the last day of workouts for this week, and then we'll start back up again next week, and then that next week we are completely off because that's the July 4th week. So that's our dead period. And then we go one more week, and then we're off the next week for a dead period because of the coaches clinic and other things that they say we need to take a break. And then the week after that, we'll do our football camp, and then the week after that, we start, which is nuts. We start the actual season, so we actually start our 10 days on August 2nd for football. So that'll be the interesting day because we're looking at the numbers and things, and right now we're not averaging. We're averaging a decent amount, but we're not averaging the full amount of players that we have, which I explained earlier. I got kids that are going to camp, kids that are on vacation, kids that just aren't going to show up because they're working and things like that, which, it's fine. You can work after practice or after workouts because we go till 11 o'clock and then we're done. So it's not like you can't go to work from like 12 to 8, bro. For that matter, you can get 8 hours in. But it's one of those things you can't control what the kids do, but then once August 2nd rolls around, we're gonna get some kids there, but also there's gonna be players or kids that should try to show up August 8th, and they're like, well, I decided I wanted to play. I'm like, the good thing is August 8th we're not gonna be done with our August 9th is what I meant to say. August 9th. August 9th, we're not going to be done with our 10 days. Because we'll actually have 6 days? 6 days in. So we won't be done with our 10 days. So they could do it, and they wouldn't be eligible for the first game. But it's like, what takes you so long? Like, we advertise this. We put out all this information about when football starts. We put out the information about the workouts during the summer and all this other stuff. And it's just like, do you just live under a rock that you don't see, all this information that we put out? We put it out on the internet, put it in the newspaper. Like, we put it everywhere. And you just now find out? Like, it baffles me sometimes, but it's one of those things. We'll have people show up that have never played football, that didn't know we had started, or say they didn't know we had started. And it'll be fine, and we'll have the amount that we're talking about, and possibly then some. It just depends. But it's really about how many of those kids are actually going to stay out there, because some of them want to play and don't have the ability to play. And when they see that they're not going to be on the field that often, they're just going to quit. because we have a lot of players that have the ability that should be in the game that are giving everything that they got. Some kids just don't have the ability. I'm not going to tell them that, but as I said earlier, I'm not going to tell a kid that he doesn't have the ability. I want each kid to try their best to give me their full effort, and we'll go from there. If it's not good enough to get on the field, I can't put them on the field. I would rather not put somebody in the game so that they don't get themselves hurt or someone else hurt. Because I've seen that happen before. Somebody went in the game, had no idea what they were doing, and they ended up breaking their foot. Like, and so then it's like, so I put them in position to get hurt because they didn't have the ability on the field. They didn't have the awareness on the field. And it's like, I feel bad because of that. But then again, they wanted to play football, so it's kind of like, is that truly on me that they ended up getting injured? Probably. It still is. But I still have that thought in my head every single time. So it's like, I'm not going to put them on the field if I feel like they are a danger to someone else or themselves. Because I don't want to go through that. And I know they don't want to get hurt. So it's like, me. Bam, 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 bam. What's on your mind? I will always be coming behind. What's another night? I'll see again. Hey, we got an Iggly buff in chat. Pokey, check, Iggly buff. Have not caught it. Let's try to catch it then. Pokey catch. Can we catch the Iggly buff? Let's see. What's on your mind? I'm a little behind more than I thought I was. I thought I'd be able to get this in 2 hours, but I guess not. That's what I get for talking. Can never. I gotta work on it. And I didn't catch the Igglybuff. No, he escaped. Why? future. Let's fall in love. King 3,845 and now it was not shiny. My A button keeps sticking. I think I dropped something down in there. Excuse me, or somebody else did. Let's fall in love for the night and the morning. I'm falling again, falling again, falling. What if I'm out? What if I'm out? What if I'm falling? I'm falling again, falling again, falling. That was bad. Can't run around a dot without missing it, right? Or run on a dot without missing it. Oops. Okay, so we are about 48 encounters away from our target goal of 3,900. We are hopefully um, hopefully find a shiny in these 48 encounters, but if we don't, then we'll continue this. Finish getting to at least 4,000 tomorrow. And what I will probably do tomorrow is I'll get to 4,000 and I'll probably get sad and stop hunting. Um, and I will probably do some Dynamax adventures. Just to change things up, getting to 4,000 is a big deal, and I really don't want to get to 4096 yet tomorrow. So I'll save that. I'll save that for next week, because that'll make me sad when I get to 4,600. I'll be like, oh my god, it was full odds. So you know. And it's one of those things. Honestly, does it matter whether it's full odds or not? Not really, because it could still get to 4,000 even if it's not full odds. Like, even though they say the odds are 1 in 500, 1 in 1365, 1 in 4,096. That's just saying that you could get it possibly in that amount of encounters. But that doesn't mean you're going to get it in that many encounters. And also, it's one of those things, like, if I did a 12-hour stream, I might get 1,000 encounters. If I get 1,000 encounters, or 1,365 encounters at one time, that's a greater chance of getting it than me, turning off my game system and doing it this way. So actually the reason why I want to get another Switch, so I don't have to cut this one off. So I can just, keep this on and keep this on Sword and Shield. But anyway, so, that's the whole idea behind it. It's like, the odds are if you don't reset your game. The odds are if you leave your game on and then you come back and stream the next day and you're hunting under the same save spot that you were just on. That's how the odds truly work. Like, if you're gonna be cutting off Sword and Shield, going and playing something else, and then come back Sword and Shield, now your odds have either reset or it's changed. They've completely changed. So that means that, as again, the RNG, random number generator, has now changed from the number that it was to a different number. So if the odds do actually make a difference, let's say this, okay? So let's say this is 4,096. If I'm doing this hunt, the first time I've done this, it could have been that the number that I had was 4,000. If my number was 4,000, there was no way I was going to get to it. Then, if my number was, then if I cut off my game and then cut it back on, now, even though I'm at 200 encounters that I've done the day before, now my number might have reset. My number might have reset to 1,000. If I do only 200 and then turn off that game, cut on another one, and then cut that game back on, what's going to happen is now my number is reset again, and it now might be 2,000. So it's one of those things. I'm like, yeah, the odds matter, but the way that we're doing this, like even with resets, you are cycling through like numbers. You're basically cycling through your RNG. Your number's resetting every time that you go into every time that you reset the game. Every time that you encounter that Pokemon. Like, so it's like, I don't know. It matters, but it doesn't matter. Like, the odds matter because now that's less numbers that you can possibly cycle through to get to where you want to get to. But it's still basically the same thing. Um, and it truly doesn't matter with the way that you can actually hunt shinies. Um, so I wish people would understand that and stop arguing whether the odds or whatever they are. If the odds are full odds, just okay, whatever. Everybody's gonna have an opinion. They don't say, like especially with the Reggies, they don't say that they're full odds, but they also don't say that they are um, shiny Charmants. Like nobody has said that, and nobody's even said that they are that. I don't know what I was gonna say. Nobody has said that the encounter method works with them. So that's why I haven't even thought about using the encounter method. Is that a snake pump? Um, like I don't want to knock out Regieleki. Like I don't. Like sometimes I've had to think like 10 times because he's trapped me, so I've had to do it. But I don't want to because I don't know whether it works or not. And I have people that are telling me, oh well, it is shiny Charmant, so it is 1 in 1365. Honestly, I don't care. If it is, it is. If it's not, then it's not. Like, oh well. I'm gonna continue to hunt it, no matter what. Even if we get to 12,000 encounters, which I hope I didn't just jinx myself. Cascoon in chat. I have both Cascoon and Silcoon, so I don't need it. But I hope I haven't jinxed myself. But even if I get into high number of encounters, um, you know, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. As long as I'm having fun doing it, I don't care. And I do. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy streaming because, you know, getting to interact with so many different people, and seeing the joy on people's faces whenever they can laugh at me, or whenever I say something dumb, um, which like happens all the time. Um, so it's like it's okay. I don't care about. I don't like, and that's the thing. But I do also have to realize that some people do not want to see me shiny hunt the entire time, and I know that. I completely understand and know that, and am going to work on some things. Still message me back. Oh. Alright, so I got my answer. Well, that stinks. So they have gotten rid of the Pokebag extension, or the Pokebag command, because chats were getting too full. It's fine, makes sense. So anytime that you want to look at your bag, you have to go to the extension. And if you're looking on mobile, you can look at it by clicking on the PCG symbol, and you can click on the little bag, and it'll show you all of your items that you have. Or if you are watching, so that's on mobile. If you're watching on a PC or computer, and you're actually on the Twitch website. If you scroll down on my to my panels, you should be able to see the PCG. You should be able to see the PCG extension on there, so you can actually go through that. It's the same idea. You would just click on that bag, and it would show all of your Pokeballs and items that you have. So it's not a big loss, um, losing. Big loss, not having that. But now I gotta just make sure that everybody else knows, because it was in the change logs, but not everybody checks the change logs. Kind of like me. So I'm glad that they said something. Actually, I need to go back. I need to say. Where's it? Just wait. Stop. Don't think. Just and nothing gonna bring us down. Nothing gonna bring us down. Alright, we have 33 more encounters before we can call it a night, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, we're back at the top. So tired of that. I gotta figure out what is in there. I gotta get it out. Just messing with me. Keep sticking. Every time I look at my timer and I say, oh, well, it's working, it stops working every single time. Good thing is that wasn't too bad. Wasn't too far off. So we'll probably go for the 2.5 hour stream tonight. I think that's what we're going to end up with. So let's finish this out strong. We got 26 more encounters. Let's see if we can get the shine. Could just stop it, 38.75, so I can have 125 encounters tomorrow. But no, I'm not doing that. I'll just use the rest of the time as time to do Dynamax Adventures. Do some Dynamax Adventures for Articuno anyway, because I need to try to get him, because I really want to have the ability to get one shiny since this thing is not working. That would technically be my rando encounter. I have two different things. I have my actual current hunts that I'm doing, and I might, depending on what I'm doing, I might have two different ones. Right? So that would be like if I was doing a Masuda and an encounter method at the same time. Which, I've done before. I've done it with this. There's just not a lot of space to be able to do it with this. Because I want to try to also be able to, I want to hatch those mons, but also try to catch those mons, right? So that's the reason why I have the Cinescorch, because, it has flame bodies, so that hatches the eggs faster, but also it's level 100, so that any mon that I encounter, even if it's a water mon, I can still use it to lower it, and catch the shiny if it pops up for the encounter. So it's set up that way so that I can do that, and I actually have two different things on there that I could actually put up to show the two shinies, or the two hunts that I'm doing. But I also have what I like to call a rando hunt. A rando hunt is technically a random Dynamax adventure that I'm doing. In this case, it's Articuno. I have 23 encounters for Articuno, which I think that's wrong. Might be 24. I'd check. But I have that many encounters for it already. And I do them randomly. That's kind of why it's called a rando encounter, or a rando hunt, is because it's not that the Pokemon's random. It's just the fact, or the Dynamax Adventure's random. It's just the fact that I randomly decide to do it, and so that's what I do. If I catch that one, then I'll go to another Dynamax Adventure Pokemon. So that might be Heatran, that might be the other legendary birds, whatever I decide I want to do, or whatever's also in my queue to be able to do as well. So that's a big thing as well. If I don't have it in my queue, I might not be able to get it. I have to see if I can find it from somebody else, or I just have to do random hunts until I find it. It's one of those things. One of those things. Okay. And that's another thing. Like, I have to do it online because I don't know if it's the fact that you can't get those. Like, if you do them by yourself, um, like do the Dynamax Adventures by yourself. I know you can't get the mons that are on Sword. Like, if I'm doing it on Shield, I can't get those mons that are on Sword. But if I'm doing online battles, I should be able to get any mon as long as it puts me in that hunt, if I remember correctly. Because I gotta think, because I thought that there was one that I ended up getting into that I wasn't technically supposed to be able to, because I'm on Sword or I'm on Shield. But I can't remember. I can't remember if I knew somebody who had it and I got in it that way or what. But I know I got it. I'm actually gonna now have to check, see. Not tonight though. Not tonight. Maybe over the weekend. Hey, we got a Carvana in chat, ladies and gentlemen. Carvana. I do not have a Carvana. I have a I have a Sharpedo. That's pretty good, but I do not have a Carvana. So let's see if we can catch this thing. So we are at 3,882 encounters, about to be 3,883 or 3882, 3883, whatever you want to. What Eve you want to see? So we're gonna finish up these last 17 encounters to see if we can get this shiny. I know y'all can hear that, right? I hear it sticking. Hey, we got the Carvana. I want to check it out. How good is you? Metagross. Passive. There it is. Level 1. Oh my gosh. Oh. So its attack and special attack are horrible. But I got fantastic HP, fantastic defense, and fantastic special defense. So that's the crazy thing. So it's a bulky mon, but its attack and special attack are horrific. It's also level 1, so it's not really that, different. So I gotta figure out. Wish I could level this up without putting it in battle. Hold on. That's not it. That's my old one. That's all I do have. I did have 2. Whoops. Never mind. The one I got is level 5. Fantastic. Okay, I can deal with that. It has Scary Face, Flatter, Water Pledge, and Lick. I can't deal with them moves though. The fact that its special attack is high, even though its special attack is high, is good, but it's a physical mon. Water Pledge is a special attack though, so I can keep that one. I like the fact that the other one's bulky, but this one's not bad. It has average defense and special defense. I like the other moves better, but it's level 1. It's got liquidation, double hit, snarl, and rock throw. I didn't know which one would be the better one to keep. Don't know which one would be better to keep. I don't know. I'm like, oh gosh, I don't know. I have to get some input from a friend of mine later on. He'll be streaming later on, so I'll ask him. I'll send it to him in Discord. Cause I gotta figure out which one he thinks would be better to keep. Probably tell me to get rid of both of them. Which wouldn't be bad advice, but because right now with the way the PCG is set up, if you have like the first evolution mons, they're not that good because there's no items, like there's no Eviolite or items to boost the fact that they're not evolved, and they can't evolve at this point. So it's like you have to figure out some way to boost it, but there's not really a way to do that right now. So it's like if you keep the baby mons, then or if you use the baby mons, you're not gonna be very successful. There's only certain few of those mons that are actually worth using. Kind of like Beldum would be one that I would possibly use. Because he's a pretty, it's still a pretty bulky mon as a Beldum, but also with the way that the moves are set up, it's like that the mons learn random moves. Like it's not something that's in their wheel to learn, but they'll learn it. Like rock throw from Carvana. Like when has it ever learned rock throw? And I could be wrong. Actually, let me check. I want to check and see. Because if I'm wrong, then I'll admit that I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong. Okay, he can learn. Can he learn rock throw? Liquidation. Rock through there. Gen 8, which is where we're at. I don't see rock throw on here at all. Retaliation. There's no rock moves on here. Ancient power. Learn ancient power. Yeah, it cannot learn. Can't learn rock throw. So it's like, where did that even come from? So I don't know. Nah. We're back. Wee's back. Weezy, baby. Alright, so 6 more encounters for Reggie Key to almost attack it again. See if we can get this shiny that we are looking for. I'm hoping that we can get into 6 encounters. If we don't, you know what? That's perfectly fine as well. But we will just continue it tomorrow and see if we can get to 4,000. Or see if we can get the shiny, right? That's all we can do. We can't stress over it, because if we stress over it, that's gonna make it no fun. If we make it no fun, then what's the point in streaming? All that wonderful stuff, right? Like you just gotta let it be, let it go, and just have fun doing it. Like have fun in the wild west that you are in, because that is the only way that you can get through it. If you're not having fun with it, then why do it? Like it's just like teaching. I love teaching. I do. I love teaching. It is a passion of mine. And there are points when I'm teaching, I am having so much fun. I love teaching math. And people think I'm nuts, which, is, not a lie, because I am nuts, because I like math, right? But I love math. And when I'm teaching math, I'm having fun while I'm doing it. The kids look at me like, why are you so enthusiastic? Why are you so happy when you're teaching math? And I said, why not be happy? Like, this is my favorite subject. I'm teaching somebody else my favorite subject. I'm teaching you how to do something that I love to do. Like, why wouldn't I be happy doing it? Like, I have to be enthusiastic, because some of you, if I wasn't enthusiastic, you would, number one, be asleep. And number two, you would be zoning me out, doing something else instead of paying attention to what I'm doing. But now that I'm being enthusiastic about it, that I'm like jumping around and excited when somebody gets the right answer, you see, oh, he really likes this. So why can't I like it? Like, and it draws kids in. It draws people in whenever I'm teaching. And I don't know. I enjoy it so much that I've thought long and hard about getting out of teaching, because of all the criticism that we get, and then also on top of that, the amount of pay that I get. I could get paid so much more doing something else. But because teaching is a passion of mine, I do not want to leave it unless I truly have to. If they make me leave teaching, nothing I can do about that. But if I'm good at my job, I would hope that they wouldn't tell me to stop teaching. It's one of those things. But that's what I have to make sure of. Like, I want to make sure that people understand that I love teaching, and I'm going to continue to love teaching, and I'm hopefully going to inspire some students with my teaching to enjoy math. I think I found one student that he says he hates math, but I think I got him to like math just a little bit, because he's actually pretty good at it. He just had bad teachers in the past that have told him that he can't do it and stuff like that. And those types of teachers frustrate me, because now you're discouraging a child from doing something that he could possibly be good at. Oh, I thought I was at $38.99. Alright, anyway. I was. No, whatever. I don't care. We're going to do one more, and then we'll be done for the evening. But that's kind of how I stand, and I will finish my thoughts on people that tell kids that they can't do something tomorrow. How about that? Sounds good? I think that's a great idea. 3,900 and no shiny. No shiny. Alright, so we are at 3,900. We are going to raid somebody. I don't know who's on. Geo's on. this is Gio's last day before he leaves to go on vacation. He's going to be gone for 2 weeks. So we'll go say hello to Gio and wish him a happy vacation. And I think that'll be it. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate the love and support that y'all show me, even with the lurks. You guys actually make my day because it actually makes me feel pretty good to know that people are lurking. Bless me. Lurking in my chat. So, thank you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. And if I don't see you tomorrow, or if I don't see you, I hope you have a great weekend as well. We will see you wonderful people later. Bye bye. To go on vacation. He's going to be gone for 2 weeks. So we'll go.
Come in. Were you going for shiny Regis? Let me get a quick shout out for you. I think. Oh, hitting my keyboard. All the mods are busy right now. Let me give you that personal shout out, a personal touch. If you guys are not following Gaming Inc., please drop them a follow. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is, if you guys don't know me, my name is Giobon. I also go by Gio, and I do a lot of Pokemon streams here on Twitch, mostly shiny hunting. And I am going on break for a couple weeks, starting tomorrow. So last stream for a couple weeks. Welcome in. How was your stream? Been playing Pokemon since I was young, but I have only played Fire Red, Leaf Green, Sapphire, and Heart Gold. Oh, it's only Gen 3 and a little bit of Gen 4 or Gen 2 remix. Out of touch with the new games. Oh, gotcha. I legit play on my Nintendo Lite that I've had since I was a child. Oh, that's awesome. Hope it gets resolved soon. Yeah, it should. It's really weird. Like, so I ordered. So you know how like debit cards can expire, right? They have expiration dates. So I saw that it was expiring, and I was like, all right, let me go renew it. And little did I know that the bank sends you the replacement cards automatically. You don't have to request them. I did not know this. So I requested one, and then I got the new ones. I'm like, oh, okay. So I don't need the new one I requested. So I tore it up. I cut it up when I got the new one eventually. I tore it out, like, I don't need this. I activated the new ones, and everything was fine and dandy. Until today, it turned out my card got blocked because the replacement card that I ordered was supposed to be the one to